It's good to have you with us here today. Trudy and I were just talking here. Trudy Pelletier, thanks so much for coming by and being part of our show. She is here she's an executive coach, and your company is Simply More Incorporated. You're here as part of the career show, and I'm just reading some of my notes here. Some people are dealing with downsizing. People are dealing with outsourcing. People are dealing with management change. People are dealing with staff change. People are dealing with the economy affecting their company. Therefore, change is coming, and you say change is the new normal. What do you mean by that?
Well, there's a cliche saying that change is the only permanent thing we have. So all of the business career changes that you talk people are dealing with, they're also going through their own personal stresses and own personal changes, whether that's having a baby, losing a parent, dealing with a sickness. So change is continually something that we're dealing with.
And Trudy down at the Career Show can help people deal with this. How do people cope normally without your training with change?
Like this, they're pushing back at it. Most people feel like something is happening to them versus feeling a part of it, feeling like they've got a say in it. And when it's human nature to push back when we feel that way. What
are the mistakes that bosses or managers make when it comes to change?
Well, in my experience, one of the things that I know is that leaders are often trained and knowledgeable on how to change process. There are very few leaders out there who really know how to change people's thinking and understand how people think and come at it from that perspective so that they can really engage people and have dialogue that is inclusive.
Because that's hard to do, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Now, let's say I'm on the other side. I'm the person who walks in and change is happening. You're saying there's things I need to do or ways that I can handle change better. What are those?
Well, first and foremost is to recognize that while there's external change, it's affecting us internally. So first and foremost, recognize your own position. And what I mean by that is we live in a society that labels things. Good, bad, right, wrong, I like it, I don't like it. And as soon as we lock ourselves in one position, we immediately block our view on the other. So the first thing that we can do is recognize our position.
Because otherwise, if I don't do that, and I can see, because as you talk, I go, I do that all the time. I just react to things, and I haven't just stopped and said, wait a minute, what do you really think about it?
So congratulations, you're human, like every single one of us.
Done. Yes. Okay, what's next?
Once we recognize our position, then start to look at perhaps asking a question like, what is it that I'm not seeing? Or if I'm labeling something as wrong or bad, how can this serve? Or what's the opportunity in this for me? So what we're actually doing is asking a question that, in essence, puts us on the balcony. And the moment we have a larger view, we have more possibilities, we have greater perspective, and we have more understanding. So asking a question that really puts you on the balcony.
Okay, that gets me started. What do I do next?
Next is to continue just to move with it. Like, again, our positions change like this. We, for the most part, are on an automatic, Dave. We don't think about what we think.
That's my issue. Now, tell me, though, Trudy, if I don't like change, can I change how I think about change?
Absolutely.
Like, what if people say, oh, that person, they're just stuck in the mud. That's the way they always are. And anytime, even if we move the photocopier, they have a fit. Can that person change what they're like?
Yes, and that change has to come deep within. It's not something that can be imposed on them. So, you know, that external view of dealing with change out there is a myth. We actually have to do that internally first. And the way that we do that is continually challenge what we think, understand what we feel, and practice things like as simple as when I'm feeling really stressed, take a breath, because breath is the only portal at the speed of life that can help us shift our emotional state and our mental state. And it's so simple, and yet it's so complex.
And that could apply to a discussion with a spouse or anyone else. Anything tense.
Yes.
Trudy, I've got a lot to work on here.
So
I just want to make sure people know, if you want to go, it's down at the Career Show, Friday 10 to 5, Saturday if you want to go, also 10 to 4 at the BMO Centre Stampede Park. If you want more links, go to breakfasttelevision.ca. And if people want to meet you there, can they do that? Is that possible?
Absolutely. I'm speaking at 11 o'clock both Friday and Saturday.
Well, see, we only gave you a taste of what all of Trudy's got going on. It's really good of you to come by.
Thank you.
Trudy's company is Simply More Incorporated. If you want links to her or to the show, go to our website. It's great to have you with us.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
Jill Bellin is also here. Hey.